This is gonna touch the match to the dynamite.
Billy! Oh, he's right behind me. Oh, I can't wait to see the old man's face when I spring this surprise.
No, you don't want to. Now,
Look,
listen,
I want
Johnny.
that horse shining up like soldiers' buttons, all right? I want the sunshine bouncing right off.
Johnny,
Now,
you'd
do me
better...
a favor, double check, huh? Double check, and when I whistle, you pray them out. Hey, Murdoch! Hold up.
Whoa. What's all the excitement?
Oh, I want you to take a look at the birthday present I bought you.
My birthday was last month. You bought me that pipe tobacco from London.
Well, then it's for Christmas. Where's Scott?
I left him back in Modesto to handle the loading. Now, where is this paragon of gifts?
Murdoch, what have you always said you wanted more than anything else? Huh? That is, a Zanzibar here only had a twin?
Matt's buggy team? Johnny, you didn't.
Bookends, I couldn't believe it. This trader come by the other night, and I picked this horse right out of his string. You know, I thought it was old Zanzibar himself. All right, now, you two have had your fun. Will you bring him out the horse I bought him?
Johnny, this is the horse.
No, that can't be the horse. I mean, the other horse was fat and spunky. And his coat shined. What happened?
Joey says he just won't eat.
That wouldn't do it. He's lost too much weight. Could have turned him into a bag of bones overnight.
Arsenic?
What?
Arsenic.
You mean he's been poisoned?
More likely, he hasn't been getting his poison ever since that horse trader palmed him off on you.
Yeah, any fool knows the small doses of arsenic don't act like poison. Just builds up their appetite as long as you keep giving it to them.
It's an old horse trader swindle, Johnny. A few weeks, you can have an old nag all puffed up and sleek enough to go hunting for a buyer.
What you mean, a sucker? Me, Johnny Madrid, huh? Take it for a lousy $120 and a bottle of Kentucky Sour Mash?
Oh, you honed that bargain right down to a razor's edge.
It's the thought that counts, Johnny, and I'm going to prize this old fellow regardless. Retire him to the tall grass.
Forget the tall grass. Come on.
Well, where are you going?
After that horse, peddler. And when I catch him, I'm gonna make him eat this probate right down to the hocks. Come on. Come on. Afternoon.
Right back at you.
I'm looking for a gent named Wilf Guthrie. Understand he stops here?
Are you a friend of his?
Yeah, I sure am.
You got pearly teeth, handsome, but you're lying to them. But that human buzzard's only got two friends on God's green earth, me and Pony Alice.
Well, I'd like to meet the lady.
Well, the lady's 10 years old. Now it's his dead brother's kid.
You know, with or without your help, I'm gonna find him.
You're lucky you won't.
Well, I think I'll mosey around anyway. Maybe all I'll have to do is sniff the breeze, follow my nose, huh?
Oh, handsome. Guthrie hasn't cheated anybody in this town. Don't let that welcome sign fool you.
Where's Guthrie?
Ow! You made your heel squatter. Look what you made me do.
What kind of talk is that?
Plain enough for you to savvy.
Let me take a look.
You leave me alone or I'll stomp your pointed boots and cripple you for a month.
I think we're going to be friends. Looks all right. My name's Johnny Lancer. You must be Pony Alice?
What if I am?
Well, I'm looking for your uncle. You know where he might be? That horse look familiar to you?
No, you seen one boneyard, you seen them all.
Yeah, well, you see your uncle, you tell him I'll be waiting around the saloon.
Hey, how come you were in that Texas Equalizer? I didn't mean to be saucy, but you look stupid enough to shoot yourself in the rump.
I know we're gonna be friends. Hello, Guthrie.
Well. Hey, Ollie, get out a bottle of that good stuff. One of the Lancers just walked in.
You bet.
I don't drink with fast shuffling horse traders.
Well, what's the matter? You got a burr under your saddle?
No, Guthrie, you know what I got? I got a flashy buggy horse that turned into crow bait overnight. So if you don't mind, I'll be glad to swap them back to you for the $120 you cheated me out of.
No, I mean, I ain't interested.
I'm gonna nail you to the wall.
Murdoch Lancer's boy, are you? Well, if it ain't a small world. I met your old man years ago. It was at a 4th of July picnic.
Is that right?
He won the sack race. He made a point of shaking hands with all us losers. I always considered that real style. Yes, sir, real style.
Take it easy, mister. What's on your mind?
Well, look, this is between me and Guthrie.
I don't blame you for not wanting to admit that Will rooked you on a horse trade.
He wants a refund.
That's right.
Now, did you ever hear a first-class horse trader giving a refund?
It's like a bartender being asked for a refund on a drink that makes you belch. It just ain't done in the business world.
Guthrie, we're gonna have it out. Now, if not now, later.
No gunfights in this town, mister. Now or later. Besides, Wilf doesn't even pack a gun.
See? In my business, it ain't prudent.
Did I say anything about a gunfight? Huh? You know what I don't want to do? I want to skin my knuckles on this crook's jawbone. That is, unless he's willing to cough up every last buck he owes me.
Well, now, it's against my morals to come to fisticuffs with my fellow man.
It's your choice, horse trader.
Would you give me a count of 100 to make up my mind?
No, I'll give you
That's
a
it.
count.
You got it. Now, let's step outside so nobody jumps the gun, starts busting up the furniture.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
There's gonna be a fight.
24, 25.
Not if your uncle's smart, there won't be.
28,
He's got double the brains of a sun grinner like you.
Go on, get out.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Come on, Guthrie!
42, 43, 44, 45.
Well, there's one thing about me, Mr. Lancer. I'm not above letting another dog do my barking.
Oh, you're really something, Guthrie.
Much obliged to you. Why don't you boys come on in and have a drink? You're on me.
Took quite a beating there.
Thank you.
Get your head down, you snorty son of a jackass.
Pony, why do I always find you turning the air blue? Don't you know it ain't ladylike?
It's easier to find fault than lend a helping hand.
Give me that.
You put up a good fight. Better than most.
I mean, that's Guthrie's usual way of dealing with dissatisfied customers, huh?
Well, why don't I fill up the bags and you put them on? We'll make Festa work that way.
Oh, wait a minute, why don't you just hold on and tell me where your Uncle Wilf is? And why he's not tending his own stock?
He's gone to Salinas.
With that auction coming off tomorrow?
You think I'm a liar just because I'm an orphan, don't you? You do? You do? You do? Uncle Will! Wake up! Let him go! Let him go! Let him go!
Just settle down.
And I was beginning to like you.
I'm not gonna take a grudge out on a drunk. No matter how bad I'd like to.
Well, then why didn't you go away and leave us alone?
You had your supper.
Ain't hungry.
All kids are hungry at supper time. I'm buying.
The constable searched your pockets. You don't have any money.
Well, I had it in my boot.
I don't want you taking any pity on me. Us orphans got pride.
You an orphan?
Yeah?
Well, I was an orphan myself once, you know. Come on, let's go.
Not until I get the stock fed. And that's gonna take a lot of time. Unless I get help.
Get your hair out of the pudding. Will you slow down?
Didn't I tell you old Florida sets a pretty fair table?
Why don't you make that politer like Miss Florida?
Well, here we are. How's your eye?
Sore.
I'll fry it for your breakfast. Give you strength to ride out of town.
Know how she got a funny name like Florida? Her big sisters was called Virginia, Carolina, and Georgia. She showed me them places in a map book.
She's bright. With some schooling, she could fit in any company. Marry a senator someday.
You put her up for the night?
Sure.
A room costs $3. I couldn't ask you to pay for that, Johnny. Not on top of dinner.
Well, I'm handing your Uncle Wilf the bill. What do you think of that?
Oh, he wouldn't pay up. Ain't that right, Miss Florida? No, I better just head on back to that dark old barn and crawl under a blanket. It ain't likely to be cold enough to give me the pneumonia, do you think?
Well, you never know.
Well, I reckon I'll have to chance it and hope the rats don't eat me.
Pony, sit down here. What are you trying to do, make me cry? Listen, I may want a room later on.
I'll be back, huh?
Fine. All right, come on.
I guess my share's $1.04, right?
What?
Well, we just took that soft-hearted cowboy for $3. I want my half.
Why, you little hustler. You'd flim-flam your own grandmother, not even lose a wink of sleep. Well, no, ma'am, not this time. Nope, Johnny paid for room, and you're gonna sleep it. Now, give me back.
I'm not gonna sleep in any darn room, bro.
Yes, you are.
I'll tell you, Will.
Hear the dog. Come on, get up.
Hey, what is that?
Come on. Give me. Get up. Snap out of it. Come on.
Oh, my head. Wow.
Can't be any worse than mine, Guthrie. Now, sober. Get up here. You know what I want, Guthrie? I want my money.
Oh, wait a minute, wait. You know, I don't understand you. You're a Lancer. You're rich. What do you care about $120?
It's like the poet says. It ain't the sum, it's the principle.
Well, I'm sorry, but there's this poker game in Salinas.
You know, when I left home, I said it'd be your hide or my money. Now, what's it gonna be?
All right, wait, I'll make a deal with you. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pay you back in kind. Now, you can have any horse off my
I don't need a horse.
Johnny, you can do anything you want with me right now. But I'm not lying to you. I don't have the money. I don't have it. Tomorrow, I'm gonna auction off that whole string. And I'll have that money then. If you could just please see your way clear to wait till then.
All right, Guthrie. All right, tomorrow, though, okay?
All right, friends and neighbors, now here you have it. Next to the last item on sale today. A lady's riding Palfrey. Now, you look this horse over real close, and you'll see that he's got a smooth gait, and he's so gentle that even a little child can ride him. Alice, you ride this horse around here one more time. Show these people. Ain't that nice?
If I've ever seen a cat at a mouse hole, you're it.
Guthrie promised to settle things up after this.
All right, now,
I just want to stick around and see how he tries to welch.
$30 bid. Who'll give
Ready
me
to
30?
pounce. Don't.
The man says 30. Did I hear 40?
Not my jurisdiction.
Huh? I'm listening. Who'll give me $40 for it? Who say? There it is, $40. All right, I got 40. Who'll give me 50? No? Well, it's $40. It's going. It's going. It's gone. Sam, you got yourself a horse. Thank you, Sam. You won't be sorry, neither. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on here. You don't think you bought the kid along with the horse, do you? No, sir, friends and neighbors. This little lady is going on the block today as a separate item. Now, what am I offered for her? Well, what are you all looking so slack-jawed about? You know I'm quitting this business. I'm going up to San Francisco and find me some of that high life. Now, how you expect me to do that with a kid on my hands, huh? No, I'm telling you the natural truth. This young lady is up for auction to the highest bidder. Now, what am I bid?
$5.
No, I don't want none of that. I only want the serious bidders, please.
Look, you don't stop this joke, I'm going to.
It's no joke. Guthrie's not selling her outright. He's offering her sort of a bond servant. Anybody that buys her will get indenture papers. Just make sure it's legal.
Now, friends, don't make me go bragging on her. You all know that she's sound as a dollar. She's sharp as a whip and she knows horses. And she has the tender, loving heart of a little girl. Now, what more could you want? Now, who'll give me $50?
$50.
There it is, $50. Now, who'll say 100? Hey, Jasper Becker, you know your wife could use some kitchen help, and she could also have a sewing companion.
$60.
Now, we've got that ball rolling. Ollie, you know that you need an extra pair of hands in that tavern. Need somebody to do a little more sweeping and polishing. Now, what's your best offer?
$80.
$90.
$100.
Oh, yes, we've got $100. $100. Who'll top $100?
How old is she?
Well, she's 10 years old. In another couple of years, you'll have yourself a first-class barmaid. Well, she'll draw business from as far away as Morgan Hill and Salinas.
Well, now that's worth considering.
My wife could use a sewing companion. 110.
115.
It is 115. Well, what do you say, Mr. Lancer?
Please.
It's 115. It's going once. It's going twice. It's 150.
Please.
How much? You name a price.
Oh, $120 plus everything you got in your pockets. And your 6-gun to boot. That's just so as you won't be tempted to shoot me. You got it.
Well, Jelly, that's the third time this week. How come you haven't fixed the gate?
Ain't anything wrong with that gate, and there never has been while I've been around here taking care of things.
Well, now, how'd they get out?
The same way the dogs got in the smokehouse. The same way the clothesline broke and dumped a load of laundry on Monday.
Well, go on, make your point.
Don't it strike you as peculiar that we've had one calamity after another ever since you brought...
Accusing Pony?
Johnny, you're wearing blinders. You're the only one can't see that poor tyke ain't happy here.
Where is she?
In the barn with Teresa.
Pony! I want to talk to you. Eyeball to eyeball.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, well, that tells me who opened the gate. Now tell me why.
Make him put me down.
No, you're not playing us against each other. Now, will you tell us why you've been playing sneaky, mean little tricks? Haven't we treated you good?
Who put the salt in my boot polish?
You hate me.
Nonsense, but I'm not going to take any more
You
of
do so. Everybody hates me.
Gotta have a talk.
Look, Murdoch, I'll tell you the same thing I told you when I brought her home a week ago. I mean, Guthrie boxed me and he put that poor and wanted kid for sale.
Do you really think he intended to sell her?
I don't know anything anymore. Well, maybe the whole thing was rigged, but... Murdoch, I couldn't take the chance.
Oh, I understand. Question is, what now?
Now she is wanted. She's got a home here with us.
Johnny, you say Guthrie has you boxed in. You know, I have heard of horse traders who palm off a maverick and then come back a few days later and buy it for half the original price. That could square away with the child's attitude, with her making a pain in the neck out of herself. He either claims her or asks for more money.
Well, I just can't believe it. If it was a scheme, he would have shut up by now.
I'm gonna ask Alice.
I've never seen Johnny quite so wrapped up before.
Yeah. You gonna give me some straight talk?
About what?
About your Uncle Wilf.
He isn't yellow. He could have fought you himself if he wanted. Besides, he's smarter.
Yeah, I bet he's laughing right now how he fooled Johnny Lancer into thinking that he'd really put you up for sale, right? Is he coming for you? The way you keep looking down that road, the answer's got to be yes. Well, it's been a week. He sure is taking his sweet time about it.
He'll come.
Suppose he don't come. Suppose he's fooling the both of us.
He'll come. He's got to. He wouldn't leave me here.
Now, would that be so bad, Pony? Would it? I mean, I know you don't love us. I mean, it's a hard thing to do, love someone right off, but... well, given time and trust. A few mornings when the birds sing. Pony, you could be part of this family.
It ain't the same.
Well, I know blood counts. It's important, but it's not everything. It's what a relative does. That's the true test.
Uncle Wilf, he loves me.
How does he show it?
He just does.
Well, how does he show it? Does he put you in bed at night? Do you live in a house? Does he send you to school?
I never go to bed hungry. Not unless he's a lot hungrier.
Well, okay. Credit your Uncle Wilf that.
What if he's in jail? He might need medicine and nobody will give him any.
No.
I just know he'd come for me unless something horrible happened. I just know it. Somebody's got to go find him. Not that I'd ask you for help, though. If I can borrow me a horse, I'll manage alone.
Is that what you want? You want me to go find him? You want me to bring him back here? I'll go get him and bring him back here. How's that?
Promise?
Yes, I promise. It's the only way to settle things once and for all. How about a smile? Oh, come on. How about a smile?
No, too soon for Johnny to bring your uncle back.
I know. I couldn't sleep. I got the dreads.
Well, puppy's an awful lot of comfort, but so's talking out your dreads.
What if Uncle Wolf should die or something? I'd have to go back to the orphanage, like after Mama died.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Now, what makes you think I'd let him do a thing like that to you? An orphanage, indeed.
It's a bad place. Everything smells like mildew.
Well, you can just put them thoughts out of your mind, because packing you off to an orphanage is the last thing on Murdoch Lancer's mind. No, he told me that himself.
Then he is thinking about it.
Now, did I say that?
Did you get that?
In Sacramento last year, place on Capitol Street.
Surprised you wasted the money. Sentiment's never been your strong suit.
You know, it don't look natural. Seems this photographer put a clamp on the back of her head to make her hold still. You ever see that kid hold still?
I once. The auction.
Now, Florrie, don't start in on me.
Why shouldn't I? Oh, Wilf, where's the sense of trying to palm that kid off on strangers? No matter how kind they are to her, she's still gonna feel like a stray cat.
Well, it's a mite better than that orphanage.
But not here. Oh, Wilf, how many times have I begged you to let her stay here with me? Now, why can't you agree to that?
Because, Florrie, you weren't always as respectable as you are now.
Maybe not always. But today, Wilf, and tomorrow, I'm as respectable as any other woman alive.
Outside of that, the Lancers are rich. They're rich enough to have a conscience. They'll give her things. They'll bring her up just like a princess.
As if that's all.
Well, Guthrie, I thought I was gonna have to chase you clear to Frisco.
No, I just got back. What can I do for you? I mean, I hope you ain't figuring on asking for another refund.
Where's Alice?
She's at Lancer. She's lonesome for her Uncle Wilf, and I promised I'd bring him back to her.
Well, Johnny, that's a promise you're gonna have to break. I think it's much kinder that she's forgetting about me the way I'm forgetting about her.
You got colder blood than a snake on a snowbank.
Takes all kinds, don't it?
Guthrie, she's crying for you. And God knows why, but she's got to stop loving you before she can love anybody else. He's bringing you face to face now, one way or another. You're coming with me.
Johnny, no, not at gunpoint.
Guthrie?
If you've killed him.
Hey, Jelly. Alice wasn't in her room. Have you seen her?
Oh, she coaxed me into letting her sleep in the barn. Something about she felt more at home with the horses.
Sleepyhead, time to rise and shine.
What do you suppose she's up to?
What happened to that horse you were letting her ride? It's
gone. You think she lit out?
I think she's gone on a ride, maybe a long one. Probably back to see her uncle. I'm going after her.
Well, I'm coming with you.
No use forming a posse. I think I know how to handle a 10-year-old girl.
Never get to go anywhere.
Behaving yourself?
Oh, yeah, I'm an angel in heaven in here.
Well, you act up in my jail, and I'll rope you over one of these barrels.
How is he?
Oh, he'll be all right. When you ride out of town and promise you'll quit coming after him again.
I chased a mouse into those boxes.
Johnny, I can get him to drop the charges against you. Otherwise, you're going to be in here till that circuit judge comes. Now, that's another month.
Well, I kind of like it here.
What will it take to make you quit hounding him?
Why is he so afraid to tell Pony that he just doesn't want to be bothered with her?
He has his reasons.
Oh, what reasons?
I can't tell you.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to Guthrie. He'll tell me.
I swore I'd keep his secret, Johnny.
Ah, that's your choice.
He's dying. He's been to have the doctors in this state, including some quack who has a mechanical gadget. Now, every last one of him has told him to put his affairs in order. That meant finding a good home for Alice.
Are you lying for him?
Oh, why should you believe anything after all the tricks he's pulled?
Well, he could have thought up a better story than dying.
Yeah. Yeah, I sure could have. Well, the pea's under one of the walnut shells, Johnny. You choose which. But you better be right. What are you doing?
Don't ask foolish questions.
Oh, you got a good reason, I suppose.
Yep. Scheming right up to the end, Flory girl. Seems the constable remembered that he had seen our Johnny Lancer somewhere before. In Tucson, where his name was Johnny Madrid.
The gunfighter?
Mm-hmm. This fine sunny morning, I'm gonna call him out and have him shoot me dead.
You're crazy. Oh, why, Wilf?
Well, what do you expect me to do? Crawl in bed and wait? Cash my chips one at a time?
Oh, Wilf, no. He won't fight you. I just came from the jail. I told him the truth.
He believe you?
Well, sure, why shouldn't he?
Won't matter anyway. He'll fight me once I back him into a corner.
But that's not fair. Using him to commit suicide. We'll think of how he's going to feel afterwards.
Guilty. That's what he'll feel, guilty.
Oh, Wilf.
That's the frosting on the cake, don't you see? With me on his conscience, he'll never send little Alice back to that
But I
orphanage.
told you I wanted her.
I'm sorry about that, Flory.
Oh, Wilf, now, wait a minute. Leave him alone. You can't do this
tell you
to
one
him.
thing. I've
Oh.
got... Let's go.
Wilf, you're
I
tired.
got this thing
Wilf, you're
all...
tired.
Flory, just...
Wilf, what are you doing?
Flory,
Wilf,
get...
listen. Wilf, don't do it. Don't do it, Wilf. I'll stop you somehow. Please, Wilf, don't
Flory,
do it.
just be quiet and do your dishes.
Good morning.
Jasper, I want you to come with me and let Lance out of the jail. I ain't gonna press no charges against him.
Kingly.
Doggone.
Well, if you do that, you better get yourself a running start. I told you who he was.
Don't matter. I got no bad blood on my part, and I'm gonna tell him so.
That's good to hear, Guthrie. You know something? I wouldn't believe you if you said hell was high.
Hey, you see that, Jasper? Me and Lance have got a perfect understanding, so why don't you just make your rounds or something?
Oh, it's nothing. He busted out of my jail.
What did you do that for?
Keep him from making the mistake of drawing on Johnny Madrid.
I don't keep that a secret.
Maybe I better just move poor Jasper out of harm's way.
No. You stay here. We're gonna need a witness.
For what? You ain't thinking of Wilf. No.
All right, gunfighter. Make your move.
Give me a shot of rye. Guthrie, what's your game this time?
Well, there's no game. You've been hounding me, and I've had a belly full, and we're gonna settle this permanent.
Guthrie, why should I believe a word you say? You're as crooked as a pig's tail and a brass-plated coward to boot. Now tell me
Now,
why.
you hear that, Ollie? He's provoking me.
Since when do you care about being called names?
Wait a minute! That's from my bottle!
It's got medicine in it.
It's green whiskey.
No, it ain't, Guthrie. It's what a doctor gave me after I got shot up one time. It's laudanum. For killing pain.
It's for a toothache. And you gonna draw?
Florida told me the truth.
Come on.
Why are you so anxious to cut short the time you got left, Guthrie? Like me that little to you.
Draw!
Nope. You may be bound for hell, Guthrie, but it's not gonna be me who punches your ticket. I got no gun.
Slide that back.
Just leave it where it is. Come on, take off that gun. Let's sit down and talk.
You're gonna fight me. Now, the next one is gonna be right between your eyes if you don't.
You mind giving me 100?
Not at all. Ollie?
1, 2, 3.
Settle down, Alice. We've got to find Johnny and your uncle. All right?
90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96.
You're asking to die.
No, Guthrie, you're looking to die. I won't oblige.
Why not? What's another dead man to Johnny Madrid? Please, can't you do me just this one favor? I got no reason to play my cards out.
What about Alice?
She's with you now.
Yeah, because you sold her out. You know, Guthrie, that's the only memory she'll have of you. A lying two-bit horse trader, a lying two-bit horse trader who gypped her like everybody else.
No. Don't you see? When she's a little bit older, you can tell her when she's old enough to understand.
Tell her what?
Why I acted like I done. It wasn't because I didn't love her. It's so that she wouldn't start to care about me. I don't want her to have no grief about nothing when I'm gone. Don't you see that'd be the biggest cheat of all, giving that baby love and knowing that in a couple of months it'll be taken away from her.
Guthrie, you know what? Love's the one thing you can give her that'll last forever.
I warned you. Fight or you're gonna die.
Wilf, I'm getting tired of getting shot at. Now, will you give me the gun?
Come on, Will, give me the gun.
No, Murdoch!
Come on.
Uncle Will.
Come here. Well, look at you. You know you're the skinniest little old thing I've ever seen in my life. You know you're gonna grow up. Just look like a string bean. Nobody ever gonna want to marry you.
Well, looks like I got here just in time to almost make a bad mistake.
It all worked out.
Johnny. Thanks. However long he's got, it's going to be precious time for both of them.
What about afterwards?
Alice? I hope she only wants me as much as I need her.
Don't be strangers, huh?
Looks like happy ever after.
Oh, I don't know. Happiness is cheap. It's here and gone. They got something more. Hey, Pony. See you around, huh?